Welcome, everybody. It's the home game here. We get to play game number 2 of the series against the Derby Twins. It's the Newton Sluggin Rebels, and they have the new red jerseys that they just got a couple days ago, and look pretty sharp out there. And after that game yesterday, giving up I think 9 of the 10 runs in the first 2 innings, they held at bay, and I'll tell you, they stayed in there and they lost, though, 10-7. So we'll see what game 2 of this series will go. And, Jared, I'm glad to see you here again. And I guess you're all pumped up, ready. It's the big game right here.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big game. And, we finally lost a game.
Yeah.
So trying to see how the Sluggin Rebels kind of bounce back this one.
Right.
I didn't watch the game last night, but I did keep up with it on our Twitter, and it seemed like it was a pretty close game. And Drake Gerard.
Yeah, Drake did a great job keeping us close, and that's, of course, what's amazing. You and I know you were bringing it up the day before. He hit a big home run, So he's a great athlete, does a great job, and he's actually in the lineup again today. So we'll see what he does. But I'll tell you, the thing is I've talked to a lot of guys before the game. They come in, we're setting up, and they're pretty pumped up. They're ready to go. I asked them, I said, so you guys ready to get this? And they're like, oh, yeah, because I think they did a good job against Mulvane with the 3 games, and then this team's pretty good.
Yeah.
The Derby Twins pretty
compared
good.
To Mulvane.
Yeah, I mean, Mulvane doesn't have all their players here yet, and we probably got them at the right time because of that. And but I think these guys, they're still bringing in some guys. So there's Jeff Wells is the general manager, and anyway, we're ready to roll.
As number 5, the shortstop, Junior Lopez, is up first as he takes the ball high.
Balin White's on the mound for the Sluggin Rebels.
White. Another outside
Well,
pitch.
and that's a big thing. They got to start off better. They got to, like I said yesterday with the start, it wasn't all the pitching. Just, you had 5 errors or so, and you can't have that. You can't, in the collegiate game, have 5 errors in a game.
This one a little too high. First walk of the game.
And when you and I talked about it the last game, was that the toughest inning for a pitcher is what? The first inning.
Yeah. You got to get loose. You got to get looser.
Yeah, White is from Eastern Oklahoma State, 6'2", 210, and he is from Seminole, Oklahoma. That's his hometown. Especially on a hot day, you want your pitcher dealing, throwing strikes.
White checks back at first. He's still safe.
I remember when I played some role, that was the toughest thing when you had a pitcher, ball. You start losing your defense. There you go.
Low for strike 1. It's kind of interesting to see a DH position playing the 2-hole.
Yeah, usually.
Usually it's 4 or 5.
Yeah.
A little bit lower, but 2 is kind of surprising. Powell swings for strike number 2.
There you go. He's settling in right now. Because all the games, you're talking about the 5 games winning streak, walks were not, there was no problem with walks. No. They did a great job.
White tries again with the outside ball.
Yeah. A little slider action right there.
1-2 count. Let's see. White checks back first once again.
It was a good stop by Cody Moore right there. He sure don't want to get in a scoring position that quick right now, especially when he's ahead in the count. Or tight, it's 2-2 count. So he's got a good count going.
White gets him swinging for strike number 3. As that strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza Hut of Newton.
White with a high fastball right there. He definitely has some velo there, doesn't he? I mean, he throws the ball pretty hard.
That strikeout by the Rebels pitching staff was sponsored
as this will bring up Callie Parker, or Parker Cowley.
Cody Parker to bat now for the Derby Colts.
This pitch almost got him swinging, but
Just a little
a
up.
little discipline for ball number 1.
Yeah. They were trying to see if he went through a swing, but we don't have the umpire's names right there. Umpire on the field said no, he didn't go around.
Balin is getting these pitchers, or these batters to start swinging.
Yeah, they're swinging away, aren't they? Taking good cuts. That's one thing in the game. Saw both teams taking some pretty good cuts.
Balin checks back first again, trying to keep an eye out for him.
Well, it's trying to keep him back, try to get that one step, and then all of a sudden it's a double play or whatever. And that's what you're trying to do. Don't let him get too big a lead. It's always tough. There's a ball right there outside, but it's always tough because it's the leadoff guy. That's the guy you don't want to walk usually.
Yeah. Especially with 0 outs. You know.
Yeah. Leadoff. What
He could run anywhere, you know.
we always talk about that. The leadoff.
Balin gets into the swing for strike number 2, 2-2 count.
It's a big cut right there. We'll see if he makes a 2-strike adjustment. Maybe cuts down that swing.
This pitch gets him swinging for another strike 3. As that strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza Hut of Newton.
Man, he was coming right after him. A lot of fastballs right
A
there.
lot of high fastballs.
Yeah.
People are taking chops at it.
And they're going for it. I mean,
Trying to swing high.
Well, we saw the one batter. I think his first pitch maybe laid off of it, the high pitch, and it was a ball. But they're being aggressive. And
Balin gets him to swing, foul tip towards left field. So this one is inside the field, but no one was there to make the play.
that was Gerard running way out there. Gerard hustles. That guy, he can play. I mean, he's a really good player. It was neat listening to him the other day and on the Bethel College Player of the Game, and you learn a little about these guys and where they're from. And like he's had adversity with surgeries, and just look at him, he's still playing ball.
Yeah, Drake has been one of my favorites to watch so far in these short little games. We're only 6 games in, so there's going to be more and more to come. As Balin gets another swinging high strike for strike number 2.
Yeah, Tran, he wasn't too happy right there with himself, I think, because I swung at that and it was too high pitch. Modest lead by Lopez.
He gets him swinging for a low strike 3.
He changed it up right there, the little slider.
As that
3 straight strikeouts.
That strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza Hut in Newton.
Yeah.
And 3 straight strikeouts to end the inning after walking the first. I mean, we're looking pretty good already.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Excited to see what we do on the batting side as we will take a break. And welcome back to the bottom of the first as Balin White pitched a pretty amazing inning.
Yeah, what's amazing, the adjustments he made because that first batter, 4 straight balls right there against Lopez.
Got all the balls out of the
Cooley,
system.
Trey, I mean, boom, boom, boom. And he started figuring it out right there, and it was a great job by him.
That's the leadoff for the Newton Sluggin Rebels, Tyler Palmer.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Olson's still trying to figure out that lineup, playing around with it. Olson was down at the bottom of the order a couple games ago, kind of towards the end, and then he brought him up a little. I think 2-hole yesterday, now he's the leadoff. So he's trying to figure out some things, but he's been a hot hitter.
Patrick Morris on the mound for the Derby Twins as he gets Palmer to swing for strike number 2. And yeah, it's kind of a jump for Palmer. I think he was the last at bat the other night, and now he's first.
Yeah,
he's leadoff.
Yeah. Outfielder from Columbus, Nebraska.
0-2 count.
Showing
Morris.
a good eye right there.
Morris is really trying to get him with the outside pitch, and Palmer's thinking about it. Well, he laid off.
Those are always close.
Count.
I mean, they're about 2 baseballs out.
Mm-hmm.
Tempting, because
Palmer hits this right between the gap towards left field as he'll safely reach first.
He stays hot.
As that first base hit was brought to you by your Central National Bank of Newton. New sponsor for us.
Brings up our left fielder, number 12, Connor.
So this will bring up the left fielder, the hot bat, Connor Owens.
Yeah, Connor Owens. From Eastern Oklahoma State College.
So he takes a low ball.
Connor is 6'2", 205 from Roth, Oklahoma. Is that what you said?
I think that's how you pronounce it.
And I know you said you hadn't been there, so.
I was just in Stillwater today for a visit.
You're going to start making all those rounds there.
So he fouls this one back for strike number 1. Yeah, today's been pretty crazy.
Oh, yeah, I hear you too.
Took a nap for an hour, and I drove here.
That is crazy.
Fouls this one back for 1-2 count.
Good cuts right there.
Just got to get on it. Seems like one.
Owens is hitting 357 right now.
Morris gets Owens to kind of chop at a low ball. Luckily, Owens fouled it away. Just stay alive.
It's going to be interesting to see if he gets him going here. Palmer is pretty fast.
Say Palmer, yeah, they might be. I won't be surprised if we get a check back. I think Palmer's thinking of a hit and run. Morris gets Owens a swing at an outside pitch for strike number 3.
Get some good movement on that.
So this will bring up the now DH, Balin Sorensen.
Yeah, Sorensen playing his ball at Northwestern State University, 6'2", 210, from Rayville, Louisiana.
As Palmer's gone, the catcher.
Yeah, he had no chance.
Had no chance.
There's no chance.
Bell kind of overthrew that one towards the shortstop.
Yeah,
Palmer safely reached second.
It's going to be interesting to see, with the coaching and everything, because I know yesterday there was some probably ill-advised throws from each catcher on the team to center field. So we'll see what happens today, what strategy it is. High ball right there. Sorensen's hitting 333.
Palmer is kind of toying with the pitcher as he gets a swinging strike on Sorensen. Well, outside for ball number 2, you kind of lost control of that one.
Yeah, I mean, right now you got the hitter's count. Should be a pretty good pitch.
2-1. Palmer is looking eager to go as he as Moore steps off the mound.
Well, he's definitely the kind of guy that can distract a pitcher, and that's what, the catcher's going to go out there and talk to him. That's Bell, and just talk to him and say, hey, let's change up signs too, because he feels like
stealing.
Yeah, well, he could see what Bell's putting down. We don't have the. I don't know. You don't have any audio stuff, whatever, in your ears and stuff like that, whatever that they're using nowadays.
You should have the old fingers.
Yeah.
Had
the fingers.
This one.
Oh. Yeah, you don't do
for
that.
Strike number 2, and Swanson kind of threw his bat thinking that was ball number 3.
That's one thing I told players, don't throw the bat. Wait till the umpire to call it.
Now we have a full count.
Well, it's like automatic. There was a strike, so. And you and I can't tell if that was a ball or strike. But it was close enough.
It seemed like it was an easy strike. I think it crossed the plate. It was just a nice inside pitch.
But why would you throw your bat? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Umpires take exception to that.
Sorensen gets his walk.
Look. It might have been the same. See, that's why I was saying middle infielders need to follow the throws from the catcher right there. Mm-hmm. But you see a lot of infielders don't do it.
This will bring up the cleanup hitter, Drake Gerard, who's been phenomenal so far in these 6 games that we've seen.
That's one thing as a college coach. What my team's always said, every throw back to the pitcher, we follow either shortstop, second base. It depends if it's left-hander or right-hander.
Gerard fouls us off towards the parking lots.
But the whole thing about it is, you got what happens, especially with a guy on second, nobody's covering. Now he's at third base, and I had more. Pro scouts that came to watch our games, they love that. They say they hate lazy infielders.
Yeah.
Just stand back.
One that are picking grass.
Yeah.
This one's low and away. Gets away from the catcher a little bit, but now he'll keep Palmer from stealing.
Yeah, Gerard's. You know what he's hit?
I would say 380. Higher?
Double that, almost 600.
Oh,
yeah, 6 for 10. 6 RBIs. He's starting off pretty well.
Moore's just kind of looking a little confused. Just trying to wonder what the heck's going on.
Well, it's because
Palmer is toying with him.
Yeah.
Morris was a little too low for a ball.
Now see right there, you already had that one. The second baseman there, he's covering. He's watching that throw back. It's Hackworth? Yeah, second baseman. He's checking it out, making sure that throw.
Yes. Gerard swings at a low and inside strike. Strike number 2. 2-2.
And we saw Gerard hit that big, 3-run home run the other day?
3-run home run, and then next at bat, he almost hit it out again, but it was called foul. Gerard gets ready. Morris is.
Well, and that's great. You look at that.
You love to see this out of Palmer,
Yeah, he's distracting him. The pitcher, you want the pitchers focusing on the hitter.
Mm-hmm.
He's not doing that right now.
Morris takes a ball. Yeah, that's the second time they checked back Palmer, even though they're at home.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in their heads a little.
Full count for Gerard.
But, the whole thing is if you're Derby, you want to keep him back. You want to keep him there. So
Gerard facing a full count, 3-2. As Palmer steals, Gerard hits it right up the middle. But the shortstop makes a play, and Palmer is out. Called out at home. That one looked like he was pretty safe by a mile. But we're not going to complain. As that sequence of events will bring up the top of the second. And we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the second inning as the Derby Twins get out of a sticky situation to end the inning.
So she's going to do it with
Leading off for the Derby Twins, the third baseman, number 15.
That's Brett Burrell. Leads off with a 1-1 count. White.
Yeah, that was a pretty. So, what did you think on that play there at home?
It was. I think it was safe personally.
I think
because
that hesitation,
he did bobble. Hesitation, bobble, and then tag.
Yeah,
But,
he just kept going.
Can't really do anything about it.
No, it's aggressiveness though that we talked about.
So this one's hit towards center field. Center fielder a little over his head.
Well, got to hit your cut off there.
Real easily take a stand-up double.
The first baseman, number 2,
Jaden Schaefer. Now up to the plate. The man on second. No outs. Yeah, that was a. Thought that hit by Gerard was going to go cut up the middle, but
yeah,
shortstop cut it off. Got a easy. I mean, not easy. I mean, that was a tough play.
Yeah,
that was a tough play at second, and then they threw it back at home and made the play.
Well, they're being aggressive, especially I know Coach Jones at third base.
White pitches a foul ball. Schaefer looking to get an RBI here.
Well, and that's the thing. You're always battling who's going to be the first one on the board.
So White gets set to pitch. So you get Schaefer to swing at a ball straight towards center field. Easily caught. Second baseman think about tagging up.
Pitcher
doesn't. And it goes through the third baseman.
No, you got to be kidding me. No.
And they call that.
Oh.
Call that out of bounds.
Yeah, the pitcher. What happened was the pitcher was backing up, but the ball went past the third base, which you got to knock that down. But he went between the pitcher's legs into the dugout, so he gets that third base anyway. That's a mental mistake type thing that you can't afford at this level, So, and I always said I always want the pitcher in front of that dugout, right as far back, not in the dugout, step out because it gives you more range to knock that down. So it's something I hope they learn.
Runner. Who's the third?
And it's tough because the throw was good. I mean, it wasn't a bad throw.
It wasn't a bad throw. Just
somebody gets the error though. You got to have somebody with an error.
He backed him up well. He did everything right. He just didn't get the ball. As Brady Bell, the catcher, now up to the plate, can easily get an RBI with a deep fly ball. As this one's not deep enough. Still in the infield. It's the second baseman, Easton Elliott, makes a play. Now it's going to be a little tougher for them to score a run.
Yeah.
Don't forget, folks, if you retrieve a foul
Nick
ball,
Costello.
bring it back to Connie at the concession
That name sounds
stand
familiar
or
to me.
You will get a free
I'll have to
treat.
ask my friend about that.
Just grab a foul ball and take it to Connie and the staff at the concession stand, and you'll get a free treat.
White gets ready. Pitches a little high. Ball one.
It'd be big right here. Stop this run.
White tries to get him go inside. Won't bite. Ball two.
Sorensen, he's got to be. We always say, be the wall right there. And
it's actually not Sorensen. It's
it's the catch.
Young.
Oh, okay, Young. Sorry, Jackson Young. Sorry, I saw you
so
called the so
Sorensen's the DH now.
Hey, yeah,
today.
So Jackson Young does a fine job.
2-1 count.
Wichita State University player. So
exciting to see.
Yeah.
So he gets him to pop up.
Center field.
Towards center field.
A lot of action.
Dalton Patton makes the easy play. Now in the inning. for your.
So say, get out of that inning. It's been stressful innings right here, but they're getting out of it. They're working out of it, Jared. I mean, that's what you have to do.
So that would bring us to the bottom of the second, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the second inning as the Sluggin Rebels look to put some scores up on the scoreboard.
Yeah. It's a good game. We've already seen a lot of action in 2 innings. Oh, the music. Music.
We need to get the music turned down. So now we can start the inning.
There we go.
Morris gets number 11, Dalton Patton.
And you always kind of wonder, like we talked about the first inning with pitchers, how they're going to settle in. Moore's looking a little, it looks like he's getting it together, getting used to the mound. And
all right, with an 0-2 count. This Patton seems he's looking to get something swingable as he fouls this one off to right field.
Head in the count. Don't want to be, if you're Morris, you don't want to be right around the zone too much.
Morris gets him swinging for a high strike, but Patton's speed makes him safe at first after that drop 3 strike.
That always cracks me up because, I mean, it's a strikeout, but the guy still gets
on first.
Yeah, he has on first.
Cody Moore comes up to the plate.
The first baseman, number 25, Cody Moore.
I think this 3 with Patton, Moore, and Guerrero up is a pretty deadly combo for a leadoff.
Oh, yeah.
This Morris checks back first. Morris.
Yeah, Cody Moore, like first baseman from Tabor College, 6'2", 215. Another player from Midlothian, Texas. Seen quite a few of those guys. Fastball.
Caught strike.
I was going to say a fastball. That was right on the inside, too. Moore right now, he's batting .091.
Going to bump that up to right here as he hits this towards the shortstop. Shortstop might make a double play, and he doesn't.
The great hustle there by their catcher, Bell.
Gets the out second at least.
Yeah, but great. If Bell doesn't, hustle down there, the catcher back up that throw right down in front of the dugout. Their dugout right there.
Moore's
on second base. Yeah. Little things. That's what you and I are talking about. It's the little things right there.
It's all about hustle.
Yep.
So now, Guerrero. Swings at the first pitch. Strike 1.
Yeah, Guerrero, switch hitter. Young man from Olathe, going to Biola University.
Fouls this one off towards the parking lots. 0-2. One out. Cody Moore on first. Guerrero looking to knock him in. This one's a little too high.
Up to the plate now.
Ball one. Fouls this one off to right field.
Yeah, say Morris right there just hung that up right there. Just hung it.
A little slow, but I don't think Guerrero was expecting that.
Yeah, no. That's probably more what messed that up, you know. But, I mean, but you don't want to hang a pitch like that, you know, usually. Like you said, Guerrero, he's probably surprised by it. It's all about timing. Oh.
1-2. Guerrero hits this neatly in between third and short. As that will advance the runners to first, or to second.
Yeah, we're getting some runners on.
So that base hit was sponsored by your Central National Bank of Newton.
Now they left 2 runners on. I always look at it this way. They left 2 runners on that first inning. You know, if you're leaving runners, you're getting them on. I mean, that's a good sign in a way because that means you're getting runners on.
Jackson Young, the catcher, takes ball one.
We talked about Jackson.
I don't think we have. I think
it's Wichita State University product, 6'1".
Oh yeah, we did.
205. His hometown is Stillwater, Oklahoma, where I was just
there today.
You were doing research on him, right? That's why.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right. Going around
all these guys walking around the campus are like 100 degrees. So Jackson fouls this one to right field, and the first baseman can't make the play. 1-1 count. Yeah, it was an interesting visit.
I bet it was. That beautiful campus there, the baseball field.
That campus is something. A lot of beautiful gardens there. Small ponds and everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Young fouls this one back.
Yeah, Jackson's looking for his first hit of the year for the summer, I guess. You could say that for the summer. Be nice to get it right here.
When your first hit's a big play, might potentially drive in a run. It's got to feel good.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Morris with the low pitch, ball number 2.
Morris, 25 pitches so far.
He's done himself a pretty good game so far.
Yeah, I mean, well, you look at zeros. When there's zeros on a scoreboard, obviously the pitcher's doing his job.
Doesn't really matter what the pitch count is. Another low ball. Full count now. Jackson. Three-two count. And swings. I see a place outside ball for out number 2. This will bring up Easton Elliott, the second baseman. Not the most ideal situation, lefty versus lefty. But Elliott can always turn on it and make a play. Let's see. That was a close-looking ball, but Elliott's pretty happy about that one. 1-0. Takes it high for strike number 1. 1-1 the count. Elliott did not like the look of that one. He should have swung at that one, but he didn't want to. Now he's facing a 1-1 count. So he chucks at this one towards left field. 1-2 count again for the Rebels. Patrick Morris has been pitching himself a game so far. I mean, he's getting the Rebels on their toes while batting. But he's also getting a little mixed up as this ball is away from the catcher as he thinks about throwing to third and second, but everyone makes it safely. So now 2 runners in scoring position. 2-2 count for number 2 with only 2 outs. Is this it? As Easton hits this towards the second baseman, and that will end the inning. This will bring up the top of the third when we come back. And welcome back to the top of the third inning, as I just got notified that someone has put a bucket of helmets in the back of my truck.
It's the last home game, and we'll talk about that story. I think everybody get a kick out of it.
It's white. There's a 1-1 count. This brings up Junior Lopez for the Derby Twins.
You got to watch that. Slow it down.
That's a mistake. That's actually Hackworth.
Yep, that's some speed right there.
Hackworth. Ooh, can't speak. Hackworth makes it safe to first.
Again, like I always said, it's kind of an assist to the infield because it definitely, this grass will slow it down.
This will now bring up the top of the order with Junior Lopez. The runner on first.
Now batting for the Derby Twins is Pat Hackworth.
This one's high for ball number 1. This one's fouled back. 1-1 count for Lopez.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, this story, because it involves you. And you didn't even know it.
I didn't know it either, yeah. My car's that dirty. 1-1, a little inside for ball number 2. Kind of great reaction by Jackson over there.
Yeah.
You know, he almost checked him at first. 2-1 count for White. Pitch, a little high. 3-1.
Yeah, you don't want to walk him right now. Puts a runner in scoring position with no outs and the top of your lineup up, which is
Your best case
that's
scenario.
what Derby wants. Yeah.
Best case scenario if that happens is a triple play.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's shooting for that though.
No, I don't think so.
3-1. He gets him swinging. Strike number 2, making a full count. Lopez looks to get on base for the second time today. Pitch. Trying to just stay alive. He thought that was a strike.
Yeah, they try to get the runner going, do a little run and hit type thing.
Hackworth at first. Just trying to beat the gun to it, so if it is a double play ball, might be safe at second as Hackworth takes a decent sized lead.
You know,
it's checked back.
I was going to say, and it's always a good time to run right here. I mean, yeah, you're
Full count, you know.
if he hits a fly ball or anything like that or a line drive, but the whole thing is you got to have a guy like Lopez, and it's like he's a pretty good contact guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll put the ball in play, and that'll make things going. You want to get defenders moving around, and that's when things happen.
White pitches another foul ball. Lopez just trying to find the pitch that he can swing at and get it on the ground.
You know, like I said, he's definitely a contact guy. He's why he's top of the lineup. And you got 2 guys that are pretty fast, obviously. Batting in a 9 and in a 1 hole right here for the Derby Twins.
Pitch. Gets him swinging. Do a little turnaround for him.
Yeah, he definitely helped us out right there. The high fastball.
Does that high fastball result in a
Yeah,
Pizza Hut or Pizza of Newton?
And like I said, I watched him
Sluggin
yesterday.
strikeout.
That's right. But I watched him yesterday, and he's a good contact guy. I mean, Lopez. So he's a heck of a player. So that's surprising. That's a big break right there. Now you can talk about what you were talking about, that double play situation.
This is now Christian Powell, the DH, up to the plate as this one's popped up. It seems like Jackson's trying to make a play, and he couldn't get it.
Right in front of you, is right in front of your TV.
Very close. Yeah.
Right there.
We got to look over. You guys can easily see that part of the field.
It's right there. But, yeah, just couldn't reach out and get that.
Great start for her. And now this is where you want to end the inning with a double play, yeah.
Yeah,
like I said.
You got to realize what you and I were talking about the other day about the less throws. It helps your arm out. And like I said, somewhere's around the philosophy of the back when I've been coaching is we wanted to be efficient. Well, now, guys, it's like I talked to a lot of coaches, went to convention, strikeouts.
You got to play a solo game.
But
so he gets him swinging as Young tries to make a play at second but doesn't.
Yep.
It's Hackworth is safe at second, which is
they're trying
probably
to
not the best situation right now you want to be in if you're White.
But right there, that took him out of the double play situation. So, let's get after the batter right here. Let's get the out.
Even then, I'd be scared to throw a low ball to the DH to even try to get him to ground out. So this one's fouled back straight towards us. Make it a 1-2 count.
Balin White, you wonder, like I said, every guy, how long does he go for his velo? In the majors and college, they have radar guns. When they start losing velo, velocity. And so hopefully, it's still a hot day. We don't know how much he's been throwing, before all this.
What's nice about being a pitcher right now is that you're in the shade.
Yeah, he is in the shade.
It's White.
But
makes him foul back again.
But I guarantee he's burning more calories than everybody out here, except the catcher.
Hackworth isn't really doing not much movement at second, making the job a little bit easier for White as he pitches this one. Try to get him swinging a low and away ball. Make it 2-2 count.
Well, and again, we're talking about this second time in a lineup that they've seen. They've watched him. They've
trying to get adjusted to. Yeah. They're watching more pitches.
They've seen his pitches, know what he can throw, know his fastball, where it's located.
Another low inside ball. Make it a full count.
And the whole thing is you get to see all his pitches. And that's the thing. The more you get to see an arm, the more it's going to give you an advantage as a hitter.
Might not be a full count. Actually, it might be just 2-2. This ball gets him swinging for a strike. Number 3. So that strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza of Noon. No one out pizzas the Hut.
Cooley right there. I mean, first inning. This is when he had the three strikeouts. He was the one in the middle there. He had the second strikeout. We can use that again right now. It's kind of like White just reaches back when he puts a runner on or something like that. He reaches back and.
This one's a little outside. Ball 1.
Like I said, we like to see right now. Let's. The Rebels hold them right here, and then let's get that offense going. The offense that you and I both have seen do pretty well.
Balin White's impressed me more and more. He had I think he had an okay outing his first go compared to the other pitchers that played that same night. This one's outside for a ball. But, I mean, he's definitely improved since then.
Oh, yeah.
As the starting pitcher right now.
And I'll tell you, the bottom line is how hard do you put it, what you put into it? How hard do you work over the summer?
It's White, another low. 3-0 count. As White's going to try and see, thinking whether he should just walk him or throw him a challenge pitch. And should potentially give up a hit.
I mean, that's not a bad move. I mean, he struck out Trahan.
This one's nicely laid for strike 1. But yeah, I think as a pitcher with two outs with a runner already on second, I wouldn't be sad or wouldn't be mad with a walk. Get a fresh count now.
Right.
So this one's swung on towards the third base line, but it's foul. So now we have a full count.
Yeah, I mean, White came in here with a 3 ERA. It's definitely gone down. I mean, the 2 innings, get that 3 innings right here. The big 0. Come on, right here. Full count.
He tries to try to lob that one in, trying
you kind of let
to get him looking. But Coley.
And again, you got Trahan up. Trahan, he was a strikeout victim in the first inning also. But he's done real well if you look at the top of the lineup.
Mm-hmm. Already with 5 strikeouts.
5 strikeouts. In
2 innings. Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So we had a little mound visit.
Now Trahan had some pretty good hacks. Remember that first inning?
A lot of at the start. I mean, they had good hacks, but they're swinging too high.
.48 pitches so far.
Trahan looks at the outside ball.
That's the whole thing. It's like I wanted my pitch coach and we had to know, like, when those pitchers hit a wall, when they start getting tired or whatever. And then you look at the weather.
Yeah, like one of these days is going to be hot.
Oh, yeah, I mean, think about it. You throw in a nice day, a nice 70-degree day is different than you throwing in a 99 degree.
Yeah,
or something like that. So,
You can throw 6 innings when it's 70, but you can't throw 6 innings when it's 99.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. And now a lot of guys, they like it hot. I mean, they do like the hot weather because it keeps them loose.
Just one. Well, outside for a ball.
But it's like they're mixing it up a little more. I think Jackson Young, the catcher, and him are mixing balls up more than they were probably that first time around.
Really trying to bite him with that off speed outside.
Right.
So far, they haven't really bid on them. This one's hit towards right field. And this one is fouled ball.
Wow. Got a break there, and there was yesterday the Derby hit one like that in the left field, and it was fouled just like that. But see, they're starting to get more on his fastball, if you notice. And that's why he's going more with the off speed.
Don't forget, folks, if you go get that foul ball, you get a special treat from the concession stand.
2-2 count. White trying to get out of this confusing inning, as he might have, as the second baseman bobbles it and makes an error, and that'll lead to bases loaded with Brett Burrell up to the plate.
Yeah, that's a play that definitely needs to be made, and Jackson is it's like he lost his footing right there.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't see that much. He's a good fielder. And
tough play,
but,
yeah.
You knock it down, you're at second base, you got a short throw, but he just couldn't.
I think he was just thinking over. I mean, Easton was probably just thinking a little over his head. I've done that before. You thinking about throwing it at first, but you got to field it first. Yes.
And sometimes in games like this, you're looking for that break, like that.
White just throws it straight down the middle for strike number 1. Says, I'm tired. I want to get out of this. So he throws another strike, but this one's hit towards shortstop, and that will score a run. No play was made. Tough to make a play on that one as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just the plays. It's not the plays you. It's the plays you make. It's sometimes the plays you don't make.
Do you think that was an error, or do you think that was just going to be a tough throw anyways? It seemed like the third baseman, Drake Gerard, kind of came in front of him.
Yeah.
Missed it, and then it was on to Ethan Guerrero to make that play.
I thought, might have been a hit, but, it's debatable. I guess it's one of those.
If anything, I feel like if it was an error, it would be an error on Gerard. But that's neither here or there. As Jaden Schaffer.
Schaefer?
Schaefer. Schaffer.
I like that. They don't. But the parents don't like that. But,
Schaefer faces a 2-0 count. Bases loaded.
This is big right here. It's like I said, you got to get out of this one. Minimum damage.
This one gets away from Jackson.
You can't play like this.
This just errors after errors ends up
mental
2-0 lead for the Twins.
And it's mental right there. Just mental plays right there. We're not helping each other out, and that's early in the season when I know we'll get better. But you also look at it, and White right now is not the same as he was in the first inning. They're a good hitting team, there's no doubt.
So White faces a 3-0 count, looking for something. This one nicely laid him for a strike.
But you don't want to help him out that way.
You just want to get that one strike that he's not going to swing at, because you're not going to swing at 3-0 count. So White tries to get him with an inside pitch for strike number 2.
Jared, the whole thing, regardless of what happens, and even in this game, it's how we finish. As the season goes.
You can screw up one inning, but if you make it up, whatever.
We've only been together for 1 week, and
this one gets him for swinging strike 3, as that Pizza Hut strikeout was will bring up the bottom of the third after a tough inning for the Sluggin Rebels towards the end. Looked good at the start with
Yeah. I mean, again, when you score some runs early, that kind of helps you. You know, that helps your pitcher and all that. Well, every mistake, he makes one mistake, and it could cost you. And that's what happened here. And he had an opportunity to get out of it.
And after those 2 runs earned by the Derby Twins, that will bring up the bottom of the third, and we'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the third as the Rebels look to a 2-0 lead. They're losing 2-0 as we are at the top of the order with Tyler Palmer as he takes a ball 1. Make that ball 2 as well.
I was going to say Palmer, first at bat, had that base hit.
Palmer.
2-run deficit. In these games, that's what you know. It's just when it's a game like this, something's got to break. The dam's got to something. It's going to happen. One team, and you hope it's the other team that falters. But it's a good sign right here.
With already a runner on first and Palmer. So bring up Connor Owens, and Owens can hit a home run, and we can wash that inning away. Act like it's 0-0.
Well, and you got to look at it too. Morris, same thing that with White. They were different pitchers. You know what I mean? And that's one batter right there for Morris. We'll see what happens.
Another outside pitch.
That's 5 straight balls. So
seems like Morris is kind of scared to go inside against the righty so far.
Right now we just had a legend walk in. A guy named Jeff Wells, the GM.
As Morris checks back first.
Did you bring my cookies?
No, I didn't go there.
Another outside pitch. Ball number 2.
Yeah, GM Wells just came in here to cool off. Take it easy, hang out, right? Yeah. He's got a fine team. Again.
2-0. Finally throws an inside pitch. Called for a strike. 2-1. As Palmer steals for second and is easily thrown out by the catcher and Brady Bell. Nice play by Bell.
Yep. That's a tough break right there. You're trying to get at least a 1-run game. And
3-1 count. This one swung on a hit towards the shortstop. And he makes a routine out. What started out as a good start for the Rebels is turned into 2 outs. With Sorensen up to the plate now. Trying to get something going.
It's early summer. The Twins just finished playing Cheney, and Cheney's a pretty tough team, but they stood right with them and split with them. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be the battle. It's going to be a real good battle, I think.
This one hits the dirt for ball number 1.
General Manager Wells, I know you're pretty excited about your team, right? Yeah, he's pretty excited.
Swinging, 1-1 count.
He has reason to. He's got a fine team.
Morris gets him a swing. 1-2.
I understand you still have some guys coming in, right? So, yeah. Yeah, 4 guys that aren't here, so.
This pitch gets him swinging for a strike out. As it started out, like I said, it started out as a great looking inning with a walk. Got caught stealing. And 2 strikeouts, too. Sorry. Ground out and a strikeout at the end of the inning. Not looking good so far for the Sluggin Rebels. But then again, it's only the top of the 4th, and they can always come back. We'll be right back.
Just came in today, I was informed.
And welcome back to the top of the 4th inning. As the Guerrero Twins are looking to continue their lead against the Sluggin Rebels.
See what's going on here.
And Costello out to the plate.
Huh. Well,
And
guess it is against Ellis. It's Brady Bell was.
Brady Bell's now up.
Yeah, no.
There we go.
Had to find his helmet or something. But.
For the Twins in the top half of the 4th inning.
Brady Bell up to the plate now.
He had a fly out to second base in the first at bat.
So takes this high for ball number 1.
Is it cooling off out there, Jeff? No, still hot. So that's what we were talking about, the weather.
Same ball placement, same call. Ball 2.
Ball 2. You got to get ahead and count. That's what I kind of heard in that last inning.
White gets him swinging. Looks like it's going to be far right foul ball. 2 on the count. As White looks to get out of this. Trying to bounce back from the last inning. Wasn't the best, but I chalked that one up to a bunch of errors as this one's hit to the shortstop. And we make the simple play.
That's the key. Dominate the,
make the simple plays.
Yeah, that's what I say. Dominate the routine play right there, and that's what you have to do.
This will now bring up Nick Costello.
Costello, another player, just came in today.
So he takes this one inside for ball one.
Promotions team's doing a great job today out there with the pizza.
Seems like there's a good amount of fans out here too.
Yeah.
This one's hit towards the first baseman as White makes a play to get him out at first. And White's already making up for that last inning. And we have the 9-hole Hackworth who started it all.
He started it off right here. Yep. He's got a lot of good lefties in here. I always like lefty hitters.
Hackworth swings the first pitch, fouled off towards the left field. White.
It's also tough for those umpires down there in this heat.
Wearing all black. And
yeah, we had a couple where guys got overheated last year and finished the game maybe with one umpire. And, unfortunately, it's just you got those guys.
Just hate to be in that situation. As Hackworth hacks at that one towards left field.
Probably too good a pitch right there, 0-2. Well, and the game dictates that too. I mean, we had a team last year, threw a lot of walks, so they made it a longer game, and it's tough on the.
This is a much slower game compared to the last one. I think around 8 o'clock it was probably the 5th inning for us. Yeah. Now it's the 4th.
Except last night.
Yeah, I heard last night.
That last night's game, first couple innings. I don't know, Jeff, how long that took, but it took a while, didn't it?
1-2 the count. Yeah, I was confused. I was making the graphics, and I was like, all right, what's the score? And the game was still going on at like 10:30. I'm like, dang, what's going on?
Yeah, usually the games aren't usually like that.
2-2 count for Hackworth. White, a little too high. Full count now for Hackworth. Third baseman's kind of in as Hackworth swings at strike number 3. And with that Pizza Hut strikeout, that will bring up the bottom of the 4th. What a bounce back.
That's his 7th strikeout.
And that's a good bounce back inning from that last one.
I was going to ask, do you want to stay on and tell the story about what happened with the helmets?
I don't even know what happened with the helmets. Yeah, we'll stay on.
The other day when you and I were doing our broadcast against Mulvane, we closed up. And it's usually the coaches and I were the last ones here. And the coach comes up to me, Coach Olson, and says, what happened was he had a flat tire before the game in his driveway. So he had to wait for his wife to come home and take her car. Well, after the game, the guys put the helmets, they usually put them in his car. Well, they mistook the car and thought it was, and they found this car that was his, so they put the helmets in there. So everybody's been asking, where are the helmets? Where are the helmets? Well, I guess you pulled up today, and there's the car. What do you mean? And then when they come up to you, you're going, I don't have any.
I thought I won the dirtiest car.
I know. And Jared thought he won the dirtiest car. But what it was is that the helmets were in his car. And I'm glad you had them safely for us. And but we were waiting for somebody to, hey, I got helmets in here. And we knew it wasn't Mulvane because they already had left.
Yeah.
So they got out of here. But we knew somebody because you're tearing down. We're doing our post-game show and all that. So you're here. So what they did, so they put them in your car, and it was just pretty hilarious because we were all asking each other, do we put something out on Facebook? Do we go to social media? What? Somebody's got to turn them. And then
somebody has our helmets.
Then find out you're the guy that had them, and you didn't even know you had them. So, but we're glad to get them back. I'm glad you had them safe and sound for us, and they're wearing those helmets again. So.
This will now bring up the right-handed hitter, number 7. That'll be the 4-hole, and Drake.
Gerard, he was in that little crazy play with the double play. Hit up the middle.
That was a tough break for us.
Yeah,
it looked like we were safe.
Well, we thought we were going to score a run, and then he got called out at home, and we thought it was safe, but it's not our call, so he was out. Like you and I were talking about, it's always trying to get on that scoreboard first. And unfortunately, we didn't do it. Derby did, but we can come back and still early enough in the game.
Still a lot of baseball left.
Yeah, a lot of baseball.
1-2 the count. Gerard almost swings at that one. Luckily doesn't, and it's ball 2 with a 2-2 count. Gerard looks at another low ball. Got a full count.
Definitely like to get him on base, and we just need to string something together. We just haven't really done that. It's been.
We had a great start. We got a walk, and now we have another walk as Gerard reaches first safely.
And I know there's some activity maybe out there, and I was trying to look. You can't really see because we're sitting up here in the trees.
There's a ton of trees in the way of go for the bullpen, so
we need one of those cameras right here that shows who's in the pros.
We just have someone watching the bullpen text us.
Wow. Let's see.
This one is
foul.
Wow.
Gave it a good ride there. That was Patton. Long foul ball right there. Been nice to get this tied up.
He had 2 long foul balls so far. And so I didn't even get to say Dalton Patton's name.
Yeah.
Patton with the 1-1 count now. That would have been a massive home run to start the inning off of 0 outs, but
he definitely barreled that up.
Pat watches a low ball.
There you go. Good call, right? Good read by Gerard.
2-1.
Don't take a chance right there.
Gerard just takes a safe lead off at first. Patton will hit this towards the shortstop, and this might be another double play. Yeah. Nope. And Dalton Patton will be safe at first. But Gerard will be called out at second. We're getting the hits. It's just we're not getting those runs.
Yeah, no, just well, and a lot of it rolling the ball over, and you roll the ball over, and that's a really good shortstop that's getting a lot of those balls.
Cody Moore swings at this one, just a little too under it, but this might be a miscommunication between the center field and shortstop, but it's not.
Whoa.
And
yeah, that's a tough play.
Patton almost got tagged up at first from the shortstop.
And that was tough for Gerard because, I mean, right there, it's like that ball, you don't know. Another great play.
They looked
right
like
there.
Both hats were flying off and everything. I didn't even know what was going on, but
But again, that was a great play by the shortstop.
Junior Lopez makes the play and almost gets Patton out at first from the outfield.
Now here's Guerrero, young man, base hit.
Can get things going.
Hit a base hit the first time, and like I said, he's a switch hitter on there. I've been very impressed with that guy for a kid out of high school. He's holding his own. I know you have too. So.
Always nice to see a switch hitter. As Patton gets stuck, but is called out.
Yeah.
It's picked off pretty easily.
Yeah, he went on first break right there, and again,
they caught it. They saw it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Moore's probably an experienced guy because most guys don't handle it as well as he did right there. Throw it right over. So trying to be aggressive.
So bring up the top of the fifth as we will take a break.
We're going to have our
And welcome back to the top of the fifth inning. Is
the leadoff hitter for the Derby Twins, the
White.
shortstop, number 5, Junior Lopez.
Is out to pitch one more. Not one more time, sorry. Out to pitch another inning.
And it's Lopez again. Lopez, that's just like our announcer, the PA announcer said it's the 15th out inning. And we got Lopez up. You've been impressed with him. I know yesterday he did a really good job.
Yeah, Lopez strikes me as a contact hitter with.
Yeah.
If you get him on base, he's probably gonna.
It's fast, yeah.
It's gonna be trouble. So he swings at this one, popped up towards the catcher. Jackson makes the easy out.
I don't know if that was easy, but
routine out,
right. Yeah, but catchers need to make that, is what you're saying.
Yes.
And but that's tough.
Great start to the inning.
Yeah, great start right now. He's got to keep finishing up. Like I said, he's done a great job of that top part of the order right now.
Christian Powell.
Christopher Powell.
Powell looking to get things going at the DH spot. That one's a little high and inside for ball one.
You got to realize too, he's only White's only given up 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's just errors. I mean,
yeah,
I'm not blaming White, but it's just tough break after tough break. As this one's outside for ball number 2. But like we said, during break, this might, we see some action in the bullpen for the Rebels, and this might be the make or break inning for White.
Well, like I said, just looking at his line right there, I mean, he's gone, 4 1/3, getting 2 hits, 2 runs, none earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
3-0. He's got 3-1.
Good movement right there. He's still showing. I hope the people out there understand that we haven't seen the kids that much.
We don't have too much of a sample size as this
right.
one's fought back.
So we only know what we can see, and we've done some, we do research on some of the guys and all that. But One thing I always like doing, talking to their pitching coaches or their coaches, and find out a little more about them.
Full count. Oh, high.
You start when that's one thing. When you start getting the ball up high in your fastball, you're starting to get a little tired. Maybe
it worked at the beginning. It did work at the beginning, but now they're realizing they're 5 innings deep, and they're kind of hey, kind of slow down on those high balls. Look for the low ones to elevate.
Yeah, Coach Olson, he's standing up and talking. The coaches.
As this one's taken for a ball. Coley up to the plate.
Well, like I said, to me, this was a big series early. Just to see where we are, especially after the Mulvane series. But to find out exactly where we are, what we need to work on. And like I said, this isn't going to be the team. Whoa.
Almost hits Parker.
Yeah. But, I mean, where we're going to be and what, coaches got to put in the guys that, that are going to be more consistent or whatever, and guys can also work harder and they got a great opportunity here in Newton to work out and get better. And when they go back in the fall, the coaches should be impressed. Strike right there.
Parker, swinging strike. And I always say this, this goes for basketball, any sport. Losing a game is not the worst thing ever. You get a taste of what that feels, and it shows your weaknesses and how to better that.
Right.
2-1. One inside for ball number 3.
Getting that ball up high. So that's. I guess there's Coach Olson looking over there seeing if they're ready in the bullpen. Because, like I said, White's done a great job. You can't ask anything more.
This one's popped straight up to the second baseman.
And that's one thing. As a hitting coach, working with hitters for the years, that 3-1 count, I see more pop-ups.
Because they're trying to get under that.
Yeah, they're trying to get under it. But the whole thing is, if you just swing in your usual swing, you'll probably drive the ball. And I see it all the time. Where 3-1 counts. Just stay with your swing.
This one is just a wild pitch over Jackson's head. This will advance Powell. Second. One out count for Trahan. He steps off, trying to calibrate himself as he calls for a mount visit.
Yeah, they're going to talk over some stuff right there again. We're at the runner on second.
It's going to be a very important at bat for White and the Rebels. This one gets him swinging.
He had some velo there, didn't he? I mean, he's battling.
1-1 count.
But I agree with you.
Trahan.
I think it's a situation where they're hoping that he can get out of this. He gets through that fit.
If you give up a hit, you can either advance him or you can score. But if you get the out, and you're safe. You save this inning. So this one's low. 2-1 the count.
Well, he's had battles all, this whole game, bases loaded.
Yeah, you can tell off the pitch count, like his stats are amazing. And then you look at the pitch count, it's like, man, it's been a battle. White gets set. Let's see. Hits this one foul.
I mean, White's gone 4 2/3 right now.
It's almost a little scary if Trahan kind of squared that one up. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Man on second. White.
Oh,
Trehan just hits it
yeah.
straight to the shortstop.
Yeah, I mean, right there, hit the
Ethan
hard line
Guerrero.
drive.
As that will end the inning for the Newton Rebels. And yeah, it looks. I mean, as we're going to the bottom of the fifth, this could or should be the inning. Where you've been watching this pitcher for five innings so far, and kind of this is where you kind of turn on him. So.
Well, I'm gonna go check I got to check the promotion. Go talk to the people down there. Right. I'll be right back, though. Okay.
Yep. All right. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the fifth inning as the Rebels just look to get something going. As Ethan Guerrero, who ended the inning with a line drive to him, looks to get something going.
Here we go.
Ethan Guerrero to the plate, the shortstop for the Sluggin Rebels.
Takes ball one. Got ball two.
Jared, very special person right here. My daughter. This is Jared. This is Leslie. She loves baseball. Obviously, been around it her whole life.
To account for Guerrero. So it's low. Ball three. Guerrero will take a walk.
That's good. Needed that.
There's been 3 straight innings with a leadoff walk, but we haven't capitalized off any of those.
And the big thing right now, you're just trying to get maybe if we can get to a 1-run game. I mean, still, like I said, the innings.
It's only 2 runs.
Right, but it's going to start. We'll start getting less and less on the innings, so it'd be nice to just get 1 run.
Jackson Young looks at bunt. Catcher Bell throws it first. He's safe.
Yeah, that's one thing when you're a base runner that you got to make sure that you see the pitch, see if it's contact or. Oh, nice seeing this stuff.
Bunt by Jackson as he advances the runner. No one's at second.
Yeah, well, right now that's fine. They were worried about third, so they're conceding that. They were conceding second base, but that was a great sack and.
Looking good already for the Rebels. Got a sacrifice bunt by Jackson.
But they did a good job. Their third baseman came in there, Burrell.
So bring up Easton Elliott.
The second baseman, number 2, Easton Elliott.
Now Easton Elliott, he's got a good opportunity.
So he swings at the first pitch. 1 out, man on second. One strike.
Ooh, that was
Got 2 strikes.
I've been a little inside that. Lefty on lefty right now, so that's the thing. The matchup. is that big breaking ball that went in there. I haven't seen it that much tonight, the big breaker.
2. Takes the outside pitch. Ball 1, 1-2. Morris has picked himself a night to pitch a pretty good game.
Yep.
As Easton will strike out.
Yeah, that big curve right there is too much for him. And the thing is, what a lefty just, you can't fly out your right shoulder. And his right shoulder flew out, and that's what happened, and dropped the barrel. But, it's one of those things, you don't see as many lefties on lefty
matchups, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Palmer, top of the order, up to the bat. Thinking about it. So he gets called for strike 1. Palmer looking again for strike number 2.
No, he's locating pretty well right now. He's feeling it. He's nice and loose. I mean, he isn't losing anything, is he, right now? He's actually gaining on his off-speed stuff.
Morris. Palmer hits this towards right field. It drops. And Guerrero gets easily tagged out at home, trying to make the run. It's another one of those. There's just
being aggressive right now is just not working out, is it?
Yeah,
because
poor base running decisions right now for the Rebels, as that will end the inning. We'll go into the top of the 6th. And
well, it's a tough situation to call because you want to be aggressive, but you also probably don't want to make the last out at home if you can, especially the top of the lineup guys up. But they're trying to get on the board, and they're hoping that Derby makes a mistake. And so far, Derby's they've been great. Their defenses look really awesome.
Yeah, they've been getting in front of every ball. And, making sure they get cutoffs and everything. So with that, we'll head to a break. Welcome back to the top of the 6th as we have a new pitching change sponsored by your Pizza Hut Newton. And we also have a catching change.
And our pitcher, like you said before, Jared Newton, right-hander from Garden City Community College, and is right down the road here, Valley Center. Obviously a teammate of the Gillicks. They have that little Valley Center connection going.
Newton's already thrown 2 balls. As he's looking to get his first strike. 3-0 the count. Number 15, the 5-hole.
Need to keep this to a 2-run game.
Got Guerrero. Three-0. This one low. Moves Guerrero to first.
The pitching change for the Sluggin Rebels. Correction, Jared Newton. The pitching change for Newton. Pitching change.
I was going to say Balin White, his final numbers, 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. Pretty impressive. No earned runs. So
He was just in a tough spot.
Yeah.
Someone gets called for strike number 1. Jaden Schaefer, 6-hole. To the plate. Gets strike number 2.
So we'll have to go over some of the league. We'll get some league games going on right now.
0-2 count. Newton. That's it. This might be an easy
Nice
double
double play. There you go.
And that double play is sponsored by the team of Pat and Paw. Is it Paw?
Paul.
Pat and Paw. Peyton Paw. Attorneys at law working for you. There's a great start right there. Yeah, double play.
Yeah, that was beautiful right up the middle. I mean, that's kind of what we ordered right there. It's what we needed.
Brady Bell, the catcher, to bat.
Catcher Brady Bell.
Yeah, Newton, I saw him pitch against, I believe it was Wellington, and he has some good stuff. He throws the ball pretty hard. Kind of guy just comes right after you with that, just like that strike right down the middle right there.
1-1 the count. This one, a little outside for ball number 2, 2-1.
But I was going to say that the story of this game is the pitching and the defense of Derby. I would say right now they've made made some great plays.
I think our downfall was, fielding errors and base running. So this one's hit towards third, but fouled away. 2-2 to count.
But we've also had some good ones. I mean, we've had some, just like you were talking about earlier, just putting it all together. Once we get everything together, it's only a second week. So, I mean,
got a lot of time to.
Right. That's the point I'm bringing up is like, some teams are a little more experienced. Some teams have a little more talent, but it doesn't mean that they're going to be the team that wins it all.
Newton with the foul ball towards us. Gets him easily, looking for a strike number 3.
There's that off speed.
That Newton Rebel strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza Hut in Newton.
I was going to give the quick scores right now in the league before we go on a break. Just want to let you know that Diamond Dogs and Monarchs are playing, and then 2 of the top teams. And it's 6-4. At the bottom of the 4th, the Diamond Dogs over the Monarchs, Hutch Monarchs. The Islanders, Kingman Islanders, and the Lobos. Islanders, they're doing pretty good. Had a good start so far. They're hit 5-3 at the bottom of the 5th against the Lobos. And that's all I have right now, Jared.
All right, and with that, we'll go to a break. And welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning as the Rebels are still trailing the Derby Twins 2-0. As we have a new pitcher for the Derby Twins, number 13. We have no information on him yet. As Connor Owens is up to the plate. Take ball 1.
Yeah, Owens right now 0 for 2. A strikeout and a ground out and a shortstop. Fly ball. Like routine fly ball to left field.
New pitcher for the Derby Twins, number 13, Isaac Elkins.
Isaac Elkins is the pitcher on the mound for the Derby Twins as he gets the routine fly out for out number 1. So it brings up the 3-hole, Balin Sorensen.
Let's see. I was going to find out the final numbers for Morris.
Sorensen gets called for strike number 1. Yeah, Patrick Morris has pitched himself a game.
Well, I'll tell you what I was impressed with. He went 5 innings, 4 hits. That's what I have on here. And then they did have 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, but no earned runs. So that's the big key, the big 0 there.
No earned runs. 1-1. Sorensen hacks at this one for strike number 2.
Sorensen from Rayville, Louisiana. You talked about that might be a place you'll visit someday.
Probably. I don't know. I'm seeing what this sports media degree takes me.
There you go.
This one gets called for a ball 2-2.
Might take you all around the world. You never know.
They're thinking, my parents are asking like, oh, where are you going to stay and everything. It's like, I don't know. I'm just going to go where jobs are. 2-2, and he gets swung on a miss for a Derby Twins strikeout. It's the cleanup hitter, Drake Gerard.
Yeah, they definitely handled the Sluggin Twins hitters. I mean, Palmer has 2 of the hits.
Drake Gerard trying to get something going. He is one of our better batters this season so far.
Just can't string anything together. You might get that runner on, then. So.
He almost had an amazing, probably close to RBI, but that shortstop and Junior Lopez cut it off too early and got a double play. As Gerard is looking
so
at
maybe,
a 2-0 count.
maybe we get some on Elkins here.
Yeah.
It shows, every game, and especially the top teams in the league, it's going to be a battle.
So Gerard hits this towards center field, and this one is a
there you go.
a Newton Rebels home run for Gerard.
Make the 1-run game we talked about.
Just like that, yeah. Like we said, it's a close game. Now it's a 1-run game. That's a great way to get momentum going for the Sluggin Rebels.
Well, we just talking, and maybe we'll have a little more success against Elkins. And we know Mr. Gerard has.
To collect your money, who's going to get the most donations?
Let's make it a 1-run game. It's going to be, definitely, I guess he's got some guys in the bullpen, so I don't know Coach Olson's going to do, but it's going to be up to them to keep it that 1 run.
I think he's going to try and get some fresh arms in there, trying to throw off the batters as Dalton Patton looks at a 1-1 count now. Pat can definitely get things going with a...
Yeah, Patton struck out and he did get on because of the pass ball.
Dawn gets on like he...
Oh, that's where you You kind of hits the ground, let it hit you.
It hit, yeah, I think it looked like it kind of hit the dirt and then it hit him.
Yeah.
As Patton faces a 2-1 count, 2 outs as a sun.
And then he got
setting.
on. Well, he got on a fielder's choice his last. Just get on base.
Low ball, 3-1.
Let's see. I don't see. Can't see any activity in a Twins bullpen.
Threw on the count for Patton. As
there we go.
Ball's a little high. This is looking good for the Rebels, as Patton is one of our best base stealers that I've seen so far.
Yeah, Cody Moore. Cody Moore's got on a fielder's choice and a pop-up to the shortstop. Like I say, when you guys, they're like 0 for 2, this is when you hope that maybe they'll bounce back and get the. Emily, you having fun watching the game? Bringing us luck here. She's bringing us luck. See, we're down. She comes. Right? All right, come here. We're down 2-1.
Patton takes a decent-sized lead at first. Called for a ball.
You want to do some broadcast here, Les? Talk about all that. You know quite a bit of baseball.
On the count for Moore. So he takes another high ball.
You might be running.
As Cody Moore hits up to the shortstop, and now we're in the inning for the Newton Rebels. And once again, Junior Lopez is always
count,
there.
Yeah, the 2-0 count. I was hoping, maybe, because there's a hitter's pitch right there, but we're out of that inning.
And with that, the Newton Rebels are now only down 1, thanks to a Drake Gerard home run. And we'll be right back.
He did that 2 days ago.
Yeah. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the 7th inning as the Derby Twins lead the Sluggin Rebels by 1. And, they finally got something going last inning, so.
Yeah, well, that's what we were talking about, just get on the scoreboard.
Things are only going to look up from here as Derby looks to tack on a few more runs. Nick Costello leads off for the Twins, and Jared Noon still on the mount. Costello fouls it. Makes it 0-2. An 0-2 count.
Yeah, Costello, his first game. Derby Twins. He's 0 for 2. Fly out to center. And 3-1, which is a first baseman to the pitcher. Put out. You got the clouds over there. You notice that? Filled up over there? Let's check here.
Stellas with the 1-2 count, make that 2-2. As Newton looks to punch his ticket for a Newton Rebel strikeout. And there he is. There's the strikeout.
Wow.
Is that strikeout sponsored by Your Pizza Hut in Newton? No one outpizzas the Hut. That'll bring up Pat Hackworth, a 9-hole who has been pretty decent this game. You know, he got on base and he kind of started that 2-run rally by the Twins.
It'd be nice to get him out before that top of the lineup, and Mr. Lopez, the leadoff guy, and you know what I'm saying? Just to get that, try to get him, and then, you know, that way it's not as bad. You know, you don't want to put him on base for the top of the leadoff.
This Newton's first pitch was outside for a ball. This one's a little inside on low for a ball.
The point I'm getting at is that they're at the top of the lineup, the top of the lineup for a reason.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Jared? I mean, you know, because they're pretty good hitters. So I always felt like, and I'm not saying against the number 9's holes, because what you just brought up, what he did, he's the one
He's the one who started it.
He's the one that started the run.
Drew a walk and did everything.
There he is, another hit.
As Hackworth hits it towards right field as he picks up a single.
Hackworth with the base hit right there for the Twins.
And
Brings up shortstop
that'll make it.
Junior Lopez.
And right now, he's, like you said, he's got 2 hits.
I bring up Junior Lopez at the top of the lineup, who has been all over the field defensively and offensively.
Yeah.
He's made about potentially about 2 or 3 double plays so far this game.
He's very impressive.
That
Young
one's
man.
low. You guys can't really see on the live stream, but man, it is orange out right now. It's really orange. As Newton checks back.
It doesn't really show.
Yeah, it looks pretty bright. Pretty blue. Now we face a 1-0 count. Run on first. This one edges the outside plate for called strike 1.
Yeah, we're going to check the weather here and one of those GM duties you have to do. You know.
Make sure everything's fine.
Yeah.
Hackworth at first. And throws. And it's fouled off for strike number 2. 1-2 the count.
I don't know, sometimes these weather reports, 20%, then all of a sudden
it might jump up, yeah.
But I was seeing where it's like 80% rain, it doesn't rain. So it's.
Yeah, the other night it was supposed to, thunderstorm for right at the end of the game. It's like almost 100%.
Yeah, yep.
None of that happened. It's Newton checks Hackworth at first.
And this is one thing I was going to talk to you about is that I noticed, especially yesterday in the games you and I talked about, when we called the shutdown innings. Remember that? You score, you got to shut down that next inning. So it's a challenge. That's big. Looks like he had a little changeup on that.
As Newton brings up the second strikeout, sponsored by Your Pizza Hut in Newton.
Lopez, who's a contact kind of guy, struck out twice already. Powell. Yeah, Powell, he's 2 strikeouts. But he did get an RBI last time on a hit.
Powell looks to do the same. There's this pitch along outside, kind of gets away from Newton. What a great save by the catcher, Brandon Harper.
Yeah, Harper, man. He's like a hockey goalie right there. Do you follow the NHL playoffs?
Yeah, getting some knee.
Yeah, that's what it looked
some
like.
Long knee pads.
Man, that's what that looked like. Great play.
And checks
No.
back.
And again, here we are
Hackworth.
with 2 outs. You know, I'd like to see him focus on the
Focus
hitter.
on the batter.
Yeah.
Than the runner who's on first. 1-0 count. As he hits this one with the middle, and
Oh,
Gerard just can't make the play.
oh no, we're going to put the runner at third.
And
Second.
Wow.
That's what I was afraid of, though. You know, I'd rather him not go for third but keep the corners. Now you got a base hit and you score 2 runs.
I mean, great
So-
idea by Patton to throw it to third, but just a little too late.
Yeah.
And then Gerard throws it straight back to Easton Elliott, but just couldn't make a play. Now runners on second and third with 2 outs.
Yeah, that's a tough play right there.
So that one's just a strike right down the middle.
Yeah, that ball, that's that CNI base hit right there is perfect. Right up the middle.
It's Coley Parker, or Parker Coley, after the play. Now looking at an 0-2 count, two outs. We're all knotted up on the hits with 4. But we have that one error.
This is huge right here. It's huge for the Derby. You know, if they want to score that run, it's huge. Even bigger for us right now.
As Parker hits this towards third, who cuts it off.
Great play, great play. Take control.
What a play by Guerrero to cut off the shortstop and make the quick out at first to end the inning.
Wow.
As this will bring up the bottom of the 7th. The Derby Twins still up 2-1.
It's time, folks. Time to
And we'll be right back.
stretch those legs and leading the Lobos.
And welcome back to the bottom of the 7th inning as the Derby Twins lead the Sluggin Rebels 2-1. And me and Carver just looking at the weather reports as we see some lightning coming towards right field, as you probably just saw it now. But we looked at
It shows more everything east, going east towards El Dorado.
Shows
so-
that it's not even close to hitting us, but we're still getting lightning.
Yeah.
Down to the hospitality.
We got people that be looking out on us. We have our trainers and people looking out, making sure. The thing is, if lightning hits close within certain miles, then it's every strike is 30-minute delay.
Yep.
So that's one thing you don't want.
So this will bring up number 35, Ethan Guerrero.
Yeah, he's 1 for 1, base hit and a walk.
Ethan Guerrero to lead off for the Sluggin Rebels.
This one's outside.
On half of the 7th inning.
Ball number 1. So I think we actually have a pitching change.
See,
I
we
think I
have the
saw
same.
number 19.
Let me look here.
Let me double check.
That 13 was Elkins before.
Elkins, yeah, we have number 19 for the Derby
Okay.
Twins. This one's called 2 strikes, and he's not on our scorecard.
Yeah, they broke down this 4 guys.
I guess these 4 guys on the scorecard are, the
Yeah.
the substitute hitters and
Right.
not really the pitchers. See, sorry. And now it's a 2-2 count for Guerrero.
It'd be nice to get that leadoff guy on.
Guerrero fouls this one off.
Don't forget, coming up at the bottom half of the 7th, we'll announce our 50-50 winner. Half of the money goes to you, the lucky fan. Half stays with the Sluggin Rebels.
Guerrero looking to make it 5 straight innings where we had a leadoff hitter.
Be nice.
He fouls this one back. 2-2 the count.
Whoa. And of course, the umpires also, they take control in a situation like this.
They're always looking out.
Yeah.
This one's foul towards left field. Still a 2-2 count for Guerrero.
I know that shows that radar still. So
Yeah,
we're
there's
staying
a-
on top of it.
Yeah.
Which weather thing do you use, Mark?
I'm this right now. What do you got?
1412? That's what I have.
I got AccuWeather. We're talking about weather here, people. So everybody's asking about the weather. So we want everybody to know that we're definitely looking into it, right, Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Guerrero, 2-2 count. Fouls off one more time.
Great battle here, Guerrero.
Just waiting for his pitch at this point. Pitch where he can set his feet and squish that bug.
There you go.
It's this one. The ball makes it full count.
Listen, we're checking it out, all the different radars out there, and they're all pretty consistent right now.
It's Guerrero hits this right into the gap of the shortstop.
That's
And Guerrero will stop at first for a base hit for the Sluggin Rebels.
that was quite a battle. 2 for 2 with the walks. Been on 3 times.
That'll make it 5 consecutive innings.
Well, what I like about Guerrero is when lefty righty, you got that hit the first against the lefty, and the whole thing is it's just easy swings, simple swings. And I think coach is going to go talk to him and see what's going on with the radar and all that, and see. I think right now, or he's going to put somebody in here. I don't know,
Brandon
make
Parker.
sure. Well, he has to report Harper now.
Oh, yeah, Brandon Harper, not Parker.
Brandon Harper, number 0. New batter for the Sluggin Rebels.
They're going to discuss it here.
Brandon Harper, who's been our catcher for
Yeah, they're going to
majority
discuss
of our
it.
game. But who wouldn't want to hit a home run when lightning strikes?
Oh.
It is beautiful.
Roy Hobbs there,
Outfield.
that kind of deal.
Yeah.
All right, now it's going to be interesting to see what he does right here with Harper.
Harper up to the plate. No connection to Bryce. Harper with the bunt, a little too high.
Yeah, he didn't do his
Guerrero.
job right there. You got to stay on top of the ball. You see him drop his barrel right there. That's one thing I wish sometimes, especially if we had instant replay, that we can go through that and show, teach people, that teach. But you got to stay on top of, especially that was a high pitch, and that's what a pitcher wants to throw, a high pitch, so you get under it, and that's exactly what happened. And again, good defense there by Burrell.
There's Easton Elliott now to the plate. Guerrero made a smart move of not going. Just recognized the ball was a little too high and got back.
You see it? See it down.
Easton.
Easton Elliott's kind of struggled this game into the double play and then a strikeout. So I look at it, he's due. He's ready to do it here. And he's a good, fine player. And we know what he can do.
1-0 count. So he tries to bunt, but luckily Guerrero gets back.
Yeah, he's a guy that, if, he could put it right down that line to third. I'm not going to throw him out. He's so fast. Burrell's kind of situation, he's not sure what he's going to do. He's kind of creeping in a little. But I guarantee with this grass, if he just put it down just a little push right towards third base, he'd get on.
So he takes some outside ball for ball number 3.
But it'd be better if he can just take a walk right here, then he could push Guerrero over to scoring position.
I feel like at this point.
And then guess what? Then we got our top of the lineup going, which is the hottest hitter on the team.
I think the smartest move here, don't even swing.
Yeah, don't swing, don't.
He might have a chance to roll over. And he gets the walk. Now we got 2 people on base. With the top of the order and Tyler Palmer, who's been excellent this game.
No, it's been the hottest hitter, And what's nice about this is that Coach Olson realizes it. Because like you were talking about, he was down at the bottom of the lineup, and he's letting guys play. And he's our hottest hitter. Like I said, he was hitting 4-something, and now and today he's 2 for 2 with a walk. So
now we have a mount visit with head coach of the Twins. So he's still going to keep in the pitcher we still don't know the name of. We're going to look that up. As Palmer is now to the plate, looking to capitalize on this. Perfect position right now. Only 1 out. Player in scoring position with 2 people on base. Palmer's feeling really loose, it seems like. So perfect opportunity to go get a ball.
We'll see. Lightning miles away. You can see that.
Palmer swings at first pitch, and it's just
trying to get right down that line.
Ever so foul towards the right field.
We were hoping and praying on that one.
Mm-hmm. On the count. Just gotta watch out for that sneaky Junior Lopez.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't hit into a double play.
No, that's a lot of them are rolling over balls instead of, sometimes they don't go with the pitch. But Palmer's been doing that.
Palmer takes a...
He had that hit the right side, the right field, took an outside pitch and went right to the right side with it. And I think that's what you have to do. You don't want to roll over.
It's probably the worst thing to do right now, is to roll over. 1-1 the count.
Okay. Do the 50-50 here.
Palmer.
You do good, guys? Setting a record? All right. Trying to get that record. Everybody's trying to get a record here, Got some guys to go out. Our players go out and do trying to raise money. Like I said, it's kind of tough being nonprofit, but we're trying to get out in the community, do some things. And
2-1 the count for Palmer as he took a ball earlier. As he hacks at this one, 2-2. Perfect little off-speed pitch.
We our listeners out there, anybody wants to donate any money, we'll take it here for the Newton Sluggin Rebels, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
Keeps us going, and we can buy new equipment and things like that with it. So we keep those broadcasts.
2-2, 1 out.
Pay for Jared's high salary. That's right.
Palmer looking to get something going. 2-2 count. He swings at this one. It's a little too high towards right field. And players will tag up. So they will reach the.
Whoa.
Oh, never mind. That was
Junior
Elliott.
Lopez. Just, like I said, he gets the cutoff, flipped it right over there. Just
Elliott stays back as Guerrero, who's on the third. So not a complete loss of a at bat. Still, you're still looking at 2 outs with a man on third.
Yeah, he did move the runner.
So now you got Connor Owens, who has been one of our top players so far, looking to keep that streak going. See, hits it towards the pitcher. And now in the inning for the Sluggin Rebels. Almost just a tough inning on that one.
Yeah, had the opportunities again. Was just stringing that big hit.
And with that, they'll bring up the top of the 8th inning as the Derby Twins still lead the Rebels 1-6 or 2-1. I was looking at
still in there.
I was looking at the hits. And we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the 8th inning, and where we have a new pitching change sponsored by Your Pizza of Noon, and the pitcher of Zach Gillig, who had himself an incredible start.
Yeah,
or not start, but to relieve the our first game that we played at home.
Oh, he's had an incredible Newton career, and the thing is, you watch him; he's coming right after you.
I mean, he throws it fast compared to these other pitchers in this league.
And, he throws it up there. But the thing, he mixes it up so well that makes it look faster.
Mm-hmm. So this one's fouled off by the 4-hole, and
Gillig's
Kirk.
Yeah, he's going to Eastern Michigan University, 6'2", 215. And again, we're right down the road, Valley Center.
See batter Trehan, right fielder, looking at 0-2 count as he hits this one towards right field. The right fielder, Palmer, will be right under that.
The third baseman, number 15, Brett Burrell.
Burrell. He is 2 for 3, actually. He's made some really good plays at third base.
Seems like Zach is.
The thing is, when Zach has all his pitches working, he's unhittable.
It seems like this is a prime position to put Zach in, trying to get two scoreless innings to try and come back from this 1-run deficit. So he gets called for a strike, 1-1 for Burrell.
Yeah, Zach's just trying to keep us right in there, which he usually does.
2 on the count. 1 out. Oh, a nice off speed for a strike. 2-2. Skillig threw the same ball. Ends up foul.
Yeah, and you watch his location where he throws. I mean, he'll bust. He's one guy that he's not afraid to bust in.
Yeah, I've seen he goes inside and outside. He never really goes high or low, Tries to get you swinging. This one's just a wee bit outside.
And here's our good friend, Mr. Jim. How do we do today, Mr. Jim? All right? He's smiling, so that's a good.
It's always a good
what
sign.
we want, Jared, Mr. Jim. We want him happy. Whoa, yeah, good. We need to keep doing that.
So we got a full count now. And this one is swung on and fouled off. Full count with 1 out. You expect Zach to maybe challenge the hitter on this one. Maybe throw another off speed.
So here we go. Let's see.
This one, another off speed. Hit towards right field, but fouled off.
Now Zach, like I said, he's at that stage. He's an experienced guy, and I knew him when he first started. First college ball, freshman at Friends University, and throwing in 70s. I know that's hard for you to believe, but he worked hard.
Now, throws a little away for a ball. I'll move the runner. Move on to first. Just bring up Schaefer.
And he's a guy who usually doesn't walk people, and sometimes, when he doesn't have his stuff, all his 3 pitches going, he'll figure it out. That's the kind of guy he is. But Schaefer's 0 for 3. Now he into a double play last time.
As he gets hit by pitch, first pitch. Not a good start for Zach right now, but shake it off.
Yeah.
Best you can do.
He's also a guy that can come right back. We've seen him do before. So has one of the best attitudes and all that. He knows this mound. I mean, he's pitched
Very
on for 3
familiar.
years. Yeah.
So bring up the catcher, Brady Bell, excuse me.
Yeah, Bell is also 0 for 3.
Ball's in the dirt for ball 1.
He's having a little location problems, which he usually doesn't. I mean, he's the kind of guy we've seen him enough that he comes in there and just pumps strikes, but right now it's struggling just a little.
So he gets the inside pitch, not called a strike.
We got
The
him.
runner at second. What a play
Wow.
by the catcher, Brandon Harper.
Well, you sit there and he sees that Burrell is taking that too big of a lead right there.
That was a great move. And that great play in the field, sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebels tradition continues since the year 2000.
That's definitely a great play. I mean, the thing is, he had a big lead, and he noticed it, and they communicated the middle infield. And there's a bullet right there. That's a big play.
Zach just throws a perfect off speed for strike number 2. 1-2 the count.
And, Zach's like everybody else too. Sometimes you're not locating your fastball. You still got your off speed stuff, and he has some really good off speed.
The off speed looks like it's about to hit you in the face, and whoop. So this one's hit towards the second
There you
baseman.
go. See, that's how he gets out of it with a good play there from his catcher.
Houston Elliott makes a play on that one to end the inning as we head into the bottom of the 8th, with the score still being 2-1. Derby Twins still ahead. And we'll be right back. Yeah, welcome back to the bottom of the 8th inning, in which the Derby Twins has a pitching change. Number 37 of the Derby Twins. Get that name for you in just a little bit.
We'll give you more of the schedule as we have time throughout the rest of the evening as well. But, coming up Monday night, right here at Klein Scott Field, we'll have the Derby Twins right back to town for another league matchup in the Sunflower League. Hope to see everyone out here at the ballpark on Monday night. So grab your friends and tell them what fun you're having out here at the ballpark, and we will have you join us here Monday night.
No, 37, Esteban Hernandez.
I was just about to look that up, so I'm glad you did that.
Yeah, right-hander, 6 foot, 175 pounds, from South Montana Community College. He's from Yuma,
Yeah, Arizona. Been there.
What's it like out there? Is it hot?
Yeah. Actually, got a ticket out there one time. It's a very controversial ticket. When I was in San Diego out there and driving back.
As Balin Sorensen steps up to the plate.
That's another story there.
As the DH. Sorensen takes a pitch for strike one. Esteban Hernandez.
Yeah. 7. It's just like he's just coming right up, just like most relief pitchers, just come right after you, challenge you.
That one's just a little low for a ball. Previous pitcher, for anyone wondering, was Tanner Wardy. Warady. That 2-2. 2-2 for Sorensen. See, pops this one up towards the parking lots.
Yeah, Sorensen's 0 for 3.
Pretty quiet game for...
Oh, actually, he had a walk first time, so he's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts.
Okay. Looking to turn things around. 2-2 the count. See, it's this one up, straight into the air to the second baseman. That'll be Hackworth. Hackworth will make the play on that one for out number 1.
And like I said, this Derby defense today, I mean, yesterday each team had like 5 errors. It's been completely different. I think there's 1 error the whole game, I believe, for both teams. Is that right? Yeah. So
maybe.
I mean,
It's been questionable. I think we've had more brain farts, I would say, than counted errors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is that, they've been pretty clean, and you always want to play a clean game, and that's one thing that, Sluggin Rebels, they'll be get better at it. You're going to see the bats start coming along, especially next week. I think once you get past, my personal opinion, after about 2 weeks with the wood bats, players start getting used to it.
Hernandez checks.
And people ask, what do you mean by that? Well, with metal, you can get away with a lot, especially away from the barrel. Inside of it and still get a little blue pit. With wood, you can't do that. You get a broken bat, which we've seen.
There's Gerard.
Here's the guy, Gerard. He's our offense so far with the 1 run. He had the home run in the 6th inning. And the
go-ahead run at first is looking pretty good.
He had the tough play in that 1st inning that that's kind of haunting us because we
would have
both
been a tied game if anything. So now 1-1 to count as Gerard tried to bunt.
And that's you don't know how it's going to change the game because you scored first, and big inning momentum going and all that. And what happened? It turned the momentum around to Derby. And it'd be nice to have that instant replay that we can go back over. It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Sorensen gets checked out first once again. 1-1 the count for Gerard. Hernandez next. Gerard tries a pitch and there's a foul ball.
I think it'd be great. Like somebody like Jake Jones maybe donating that pitch comm from MLB that they use. He's telling me that's what that MLB uses, that pitch comm, and it'd be great to have that we can go back and look at some. Wouldn't that be neat?
Yeah.
There you go, Jake. Jake Gibbs. Sorry, Jake Gibbs. I'm talking about Jake Gibbs. If you could do that for us, we'd appreciate it. Because I know Jared and I would love it because some of these calls were like, whoa.
Once again.
I was going to say not too many teams in our league would have that capability.
That'd be our one niche thing.
That's right.
Gerard is kind of coming along at bat. We had 3 throwbacks as Gerard now strikes out for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, and he hasn't struck out much. That's this
rare occasion.
Yeah.
And he doesn't strike twice, so. Dalton Patton up to the plate. Prime position right here, righty versus lefty. See what Patton has up his sleeve as this one's a wild pitch. Sorensen easily moves on to second.
Now's the perfect time to sign up to be a host, family, or parent for next season. Many have said that having a Sluggin Rebel is like having a mentor for their own kids. Players play catch with them, interact with the kids, and have so much fun. See Mr. Jim, our hospitality director, get signed up for being a host, family, host, parent for next season.
As Patton faces a 1-0 count. Sorensen moved on to second after a wild pitch. This one's inside for a called strike. 1-1 the count. 2 outs.
Got the runner there, though. Got the runner at scoring position.
Looking like a prime position to get all the gapper, and hopefully the Derby defense isn't cutting off too soon. This one's inside. Call for ball 2. 2-1 the count. This one's fouled off. I get a 2-2 count for Dalton Patton.
Yeah, you just don't see these kind of games a lot in this league, 2-1, especially after yesterday's 10-7.
Pretty low scoring game so far.
Yeah. People like pitching duels and
just mental errors, it seems like. I mean,
not too many. I'd say more. There's some pretty good defense. I mean, it's just
yeah. Derby's defense has been pretty immaculate as Patton fouls that one off. Still a 2-2 count.
I mean, the thing is that Sluggin Rebels they've only struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. So it's not a whole bunch. Just that the outs. You always look at how are the outs? Are they hard outs, easy outs?
As Patton steals.
Whoa.
He's thrown out at third. Wow. I don't know about that call, but that is a tough break for the Sluggin Rebels.
It's something we can't challenge. I don't know. I mean, it's some tough some tough calls tonight. I mean, they gone either way. I guess I don't know, but definitely not the Sluggin Rebels way.
I mean, the pitcher. I mean, Hernandez threw it perfectly outside and everything, but it still looked a little late.
Well, what helped it was the high pitch.
Mm-hmm.
If it was low and down or something like that, but it was a high pitch, which brought him
it was basically
towards,
a pitch out.
Yeah.
As that walk will bring Patton up to
Cody Moore.
Cody Moore trying to.
He got on a fielder's choice, F6, flew out to short there, and then another fielder's choice. He grounded out to the shortstop. Like I said, 0 for 3, but it'd be nice to see him get that big hit right here.
Outside for ball 1. Yeah.
And a lot of times you don't. Coach. I think Coach Jones over there at third base is taking a chance because he's a left-handed batter because of that situation you're talking about. The right-hander in the box, the guy has to go around him. But I think it was the element of surprise, and he was getting a good jump off of him.
Yeah, it looked like it was perfect. It's just couldn't get the.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't know. We'll never know. And I mean, we can look at the replay tonight on this, but
won't change a thing. This one.
Catchers definitely like to throw it around.
Catcher is high on awareness right now.
Yeah. You got to follow the ball when you're a base runner.
2-1. Moore's looking for that gap right now as Patton's gone, but Moore fouls it off to the right side.
Be nice to get him over there. I mean, if he can get on somehow, I mean, you got one of the hot hitters right now in Guerrero. It's 2 for 2 tonight. Again, I mean, yesterday we out-hit. We out-hit them. I think it was like 10-8. We're out-hitting them now.
Moore kind of swings at an outside pitch and is arguing with the ump.
I don't know why.
But may or may not be about the out at third, but
he needs to make sure that he cools it. A lot of these umpires, they'll go so far in a conversation, but he needs to stay in the game.
Well, with that, that brings up the top of the 9th as the Derby Twins are up 2-1, looking to kind of get some safety runs to stop the Rebels. And we'll be right back. And welcome back to the top of the ninth as the Derby Twins are now up to bat with a 2-1 lead over the Newton Sluggin Rebels.
Nick Costello up.
Costello's up.
0 for 3 today. Again, his first game. We talked to We talked to GM Wells a little earlier, and he's excited about these guys coming in.
Zach Gillick's still on the mound, still kind of trying to find his footing, it seems like.
Yeah, he's a little out of sync right now.
1-1 the count.
You know, Derby would love to have that lead off. John, try to get some insurance on. But if you notice how Zach, he goes down, low. He's just a hard guy to figure out. And he will bust in. I mean, you saw that earlier. He'll go away with some movement.
Costello swings for strike 2. This one he kind of turns on us. Cody Moore makes a jumping play for that. For out number 1.
How do you think he jumped right there?
It was a little jump.
Yeah, a little jump.
He had to get up for it.
Yeah.
Our Sluggin Rebels, sponsored by Carl Hodges and family. The Rebel tradition continues since the year 2000.
This will bring up the 9-hole.
Hackworth.
Yeah, Hackworth. Hackworth
been
2 for 3.
Yeah, he's been
He's been that little pain in the
you don't want the
Rebel
9-hole
side
to
right
be
now.
hitting. Now you're at the top of the order, and it's kind of.
Well, again, how important it is. He scored that first run. And we just had that bad inning, but he's the one that started off by getting on base. There's a strike there.
1-1 count. It's this one. Another outside ball.
See.
2 on the count. Man, yeah. On my scorecard, Rebels have 5 hits, 1 error. This one's fouled.
Yeah.
And compared to Twins, 4 hits, 1 error. It's been an even matchup, but if you're watching the game, it doesn't really seem that way. It seems like Derby's kind of.
No.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's been an even game. Just the one inning. There.
See, I was strike 3
and I was about to say how he went back door right there, and he does that so well with lefties.
And with that Sluggin Rebel strikeout was sponsored by your Pizza Hut of Newton. No one out pizza. Oh, got caught up in the announcer. No one out pizza the Hut.
That's 11th strikeout tonight.
11th strikeout for the
pitchers for the Sluggin Rebels.
It's a good thing that Rebels got going for them is so far they've had great pitching rotation so far. That one's called a strike.
Now the pitchers held their own.
For Junior Lopez.
I just think, some big plays there, lack of execution on some things, but.
This one's just a wild pitch. 1-1 the count.
Just looking at some of the hitters there. I mean, 6 strikeouts, like we talked about, they just put the ball in play, but some of the outs have been really easy, like easy fly balls or, something like that. And then,
double plays. Here you knock out 2 for 1. That one's called a strike on the outside.
It's like he's found it, made some adjustments. But the biggest thing I always looked at, I had a stat called consistent contact. What was it? What kind of contact? Basically, it's like, is it consistently hard contact?
This one gets away from Zach.
Because a guy might say, well, I don't strike out, but, it does little easy pop-ups or little rollovers, the short, ground balls. So you want guys that, hit the ball, like we talked about, hit the meat spot of the of the bat, because that ball would jump.
Junior Lopez faces a 2-2 count, 2 outs. He swings and misses for a Sluggin Rebels 12th strikeout. And with that, that Sluggin Rebels strikeout sponsored by Pizza Hut. That brings on the bottom of the 9th. where the Sluggin Rebels are only down by 1 to the Derby Twins 2. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the bottom of the 9th as the Sluggin Rebels look to try and walk off the Derby Twins, facing a 2-1 deficit with number 35, Ethan Guerrero, potential Canada player of the game.
Yeah, Guerrero 2 for 2. This goes with the pitch. He's had a hit left-handed and right-handed.
Guerrero now.
You don't see that much, do you?
Guerrero with a 0-1 count. Make that 0-2 as that ball hits him in the wrist as he swings, it would seem like.
Being a little aggressive right there. Just need that runner on. High pitch. Ball 1-1. Is it 1-1?
1-2.
1-2. That's doing some GM stuff. I always use that as an excuse right there. Busy doing a lot of things around here. Got to wear a lot of hats when you're doing this.
1-2 the count for Guerrero.
And I've got some great people doing some things, so I could be here with you, Jared. You know.
Yeah. Helps me out a lot, you know.
A couple of great people right over there. Yep.
1-2 for Guerrero after he stepped off the mound for a time. He swings and misses for a Derby Twins strikeout. That will make for out number 1. As this will bring up Brandon Harper, who has made some pretty good. He made a great play at catcher.
Defensively, yeah. He flew out. He did fly out to on the bunt attempt, and
Harper watches it low for a ball. It's ready for the second pitch. 1 of the count. As he swung on, hits this one towards third. Does he beat it out? And he does. As an error by the third baseman.
It's going to be, see if he's got a runner maybe coming in for him. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not.
He's a catcher, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe might be.
Let's see what the speed is. I mean, Sorensen was a catcher. Sorensen's a catcher. And he's pretty. He was getting thrown back at a couple times.
So that's what I think. Let's see what he's doing. Always bringing in pinch hitter.
Number 5, Lanning.
Yeah, he had a home run yesterday. Luke Lanning, Tabor College.
Luke Lanning looking to walk it off right here. He's pretty confident in his swing. I mean,
No,
stances.
No, he takes some good cuts, and he did yesterday. And
as
he saw right there.
As he tried to elevate and celebrate on that one. Hernandez with the inside pitch and hits Lanning.
Well, great. I mean, that puts the runner in scoring position.
And this looks amazing for the Newton Rebels so far.
Guess what? Top of the lineup or hottest hitter up?
Top of the lineup with Tyler Palmer up to the bat with Connor Owens if everything fails.
Well, it's going to be interesting because, I mean, if you look at it, Tyler has been the hottest hitter. Owens is struggling. You know, he went 0 for 4. So, I mean, if there's an empty base, you might want to put Palmer.
It feels like one of those two are due up. Yeah.
Yeah. But it looks like, but like I said, Palmer right now is hot. You know, right now, I mean, he is 2 for 3.
Palmer.
Oh. Wish he'd had that back. That was probably a ball away.
Yeah. Tries to try to check it back, but I mean
he's just got to take a big breath, relax.
And, try not to swing for the fences, but I mean you just want to get the ball in play.
It's the base hit's going to score.
Yeah. Just get a little gapper, you know, that's all you need as he swings at the. I mean, that ball looked good to swing at.
Here's the way I look at it. I mean, these are the guys you want up top of the lineup. We talked about it. Coach Olson, you know, he believes these are the best hitters right there. You know, top of the lineup guys, and so this is the situation that we're in. So let's see what happens.
0-2 count. Takes the outside ball.
That was that first pitch that he swung at.
He's trying to chase it.
Just over aggressive. I mean, a lot of guys, I'm ready to swing. They're yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, no. You know, they're going to swing and then lay off. It's better being no, 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 yes. You know, so we'll see what he does. Whoa.
He almost gets hit by a pitch. So that makes it 2-2 count. 1 out for.
But he's in a tough situation because he's got to swing at anything.
Now you got to think, now you got to think as a hitter, you know, is he going to throw me a ball, trying to make a full count, or is he going to try and tack me right now?
Likes protecting the plate. What you're supposed to do, especially with two.
This is going to be a fight or flight situation right now as Palmer strikes out for out number 2. And, you know, Connor Owens is up, who's
due. I mean, definitely due. He's 0 for 4.
He's had a pretty rough game so far, but you know he was player of the game for a reason the other night.
Yeah. I mean,
this is a prime position right now for Owens as well. You know, righty versus lefty, or righty versus righty right now. Never mind.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, he's seen a lot of.
Let's see.
I mean, you know, the guys. I mean, you said why are they swinging like crazy, whatever, and all that. I mean, but he's got his runner in scoring position.
Yeah, you're just trying to get the ball in play.
So all you're looking, just get a good pitch. That's all you're looking for. A good pitch and let it go. Don't overswing. Just a base hit. You hit some in the gap or whatever. Just trying to tie this game.
Is he?
It's pretty close.
Oh, is he? Ooh, almost hit the strike. Almost hit that on the strike column. But yeah, I mean, personally as a coach, I was always told, you know, watch the first pitch. You know, it could be a lob.
It depends on the pitcher and the situation.
That one's hit on towards right field, and this one is fouled off.
I don't know if the wind was taking that or whatever, but that ball was.
That one looked nice in the air. As that will bring up a 1-2 count for Owens, and you know, as Owens, you just gotta keep your head up. You're like, you know.
Well, and the thing is, your right fielder out there, he was playing. They play this square up defense. It's like you play like from third base to second to the direct line almost out to right field. So he had all that space right there.
Yeah. 1-2 the count for Owens.
Now he's playing more over right field. You notice that? I mean,
he shifted.
So I mean, if it was a
It's another close call. I mean, it didn't look like it was above the.
The fans were going a little crazy here.
It didn't look like it was above the knees, but you know,
Derby has a lot of good showing here tonight. A lot of fans.
Maybe we like it. You know, it helps in attendance and everything.
Yeah.
2-2 the count with 2 outs. Owens looking to, as he hits this one, fouled off towards the right.
It's towards my car, I think.
This one's a battle. This is a battle right now. I mean, personally, I don't see it going anywhere. I don't know. I feel like this is either going to be gone or it's a strikeout. I mean, the way Owens is, making contact, it's going to go deep right or.
When they're, and the guy's pitching him away. I mean, look how they're pitching that way.
Owens swings at an outside strike. No, do it.
3 strikeouts.
I'll do it for the Newton Rebels.
Sluggin Rebels come up a little short tonight.
So now in the game, 2-1 in favor of the Derby Twins. And I think we're in agreement that, the player of the game is going to be.
Derby 2, Newton 1.
Yeah, I mean, we'll sit there, and I know we're going to wait for input from Coach Jones, and I think he agrees with us. So we'll be sitting there waiting, and like I said, great pitching tonight.
Great pitching by Balin White,
Yeah. White did a great job. I just, it's just like we just couldn't get those hits in a row. Get that big hit, I guess. And when we did get some hits,
we left a lot of. I guess I was going to say we left a lot of ducks on the pond, but really it was just we were getting thrown out.
yeah. We had some opportunities. They were aggressive, and in a tight game like this, that if we win by 7-8 runs, you're not worried about the throws at the plate or whatever. But that's the way. But that's one thing it's like Rebels since game 1. That's what they've shown. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to run. They're going to do things like that. So I don't know. I mean, it's just it's a tough situation, and he had that one bad inning, and we just got to fix those problems right there. And I think Sluggin Rebels, they're going to. If it's not over, we still got a lot of good teams to face, but I think we're going to get better. And what's your thoughts right there? I mean,
I think it was just great. I think we had pretty great pitching. Obviously Balin White, 7 strikeouts, only 3 walks in 5 innings. Newton did his job. I think he got the job done. He didn't allow anything. Zach kind of struggled at the beginning, but he kind of found his footing towards the end. So, I think I would just chalk it up to 2 things. It's just base running and mental errors.
Well, here he is. Let's get our guy in here. So you want me to talk to him then?
Yeah, you can talk to him.
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
That'll be it for me.
Okay. Well, you can go back and say goodbye.
Yeah, I can. I'll go back. All right. We'll take
switch with you. Balin, tough game there.
Yes, sir.
And first, I know we'll get into the game part right now, but let's talk about you right now. We're doing this. You're the Bethel College Player of the Game, and so you guys will be getting a little award and all this, which we'll be getting to you. But let's talk about you right now. Then let's talk about the team.
Yes, sir.
How's that sound? Where you from?
Seminole, Oklahoma.
Seminole. All right. I've been down there. I played at Cali County, and had some struggles down there. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, so what college are you at?
Eastern Oklahoma State.
Okay. And how do you like it?
I love it down there.
Okay. And what year are you?
I'm going to be a sophomore.
Okay. And let's talk about some of like your parents.
Yeah.
Who are your parents?
Brian and John White.
Okay, and hopefully they're watching. Say hi to them.
Yeah, they were down here earlier.
All right. Now, what about siblings?
Siblings, Madison Cartwright. Got one sibling. She's about to get married.
Oh wow! All right.
Yes, sir.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little about you. It says, I guess you're a big hunting and fishing guy. Play a little golf.
Yeah, I do.
Man, so you stay pretty active. I see.
I do.
All right. And your favorite team is?
Houston Astros.
Okay, and why?
I don't know. I just a bunch of my friends got drafted by them, and I just started watching them and always liked them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
And your favorite athlete?
Lance McCullers Jr. He does for Houston Astros.
Oh yeah, no, I know. It's a great team, great pitching staff.
Yeah.
What's your favorite athletic moment so far?
So last year at Eastern, we went 30-0 to start the season.
Wow.
That was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough to go 5-0.
Yeah.
I mean, so I mean, to go 30-0, man. What was how'd you guys do that? I mean, what was the
just playing against ourselves, really?
Really, I mean, just
getting out there and just trying to be better every day.
Man, because that's tough. I mean, I coached a long time and been a head coach and all that. I mean, maybe 15.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there thinking how it could be 30 in a row, but that's special to you and your school.
Yeah.
If you had to spend 5 minutes with somebody, who would you want to spend it with?
I'd probably say Elon Musk. He's a pretty smart guy.
Oh yeah, so
learn a couple things.
He'd pick his brain or what?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting.
It would be interesting for sure.
That'd be neat to sit down and have a talk with him.
Yeah.
And then, what's your dream job?
My dream job? I don't know. Probably playing baseball.
In baseball, you like it?
That or golf, probably one of those two.
With the Astros, or?
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, well, let's talk about you. You had a great game tonight. Let's see if the numbers. I mean, 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, no earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. At the first of the game, I know, you walked the guy in for 4 pitches.
Yeah, I did.
And then you struck out the next 3 guys, which, pretty tough lineup. What was going on? What adjustments did you make right there?
So I started out of the windup and then just really couldn't find it, so I went to the stretch for the rest of the game, and that was probably the biggest adjustment I made.
Well, that's great because, and then what are your pitches? I mean, you might talk about your pitches because from back here, what do you have? I mean, what's your –
threw fastball, slider, changeup, curveball today.
Yeah, I saw your slider was, you started getting those with the strikeouts. And anyway, so, you had the rough, I guess, what was it, where they scored the 2 runs there, the third inning. Third inning. And, you had the 2 strikeouts. Then, and it also, it's a team game.
Yeah,
and I think we're still early in the game. And,
Thank you.
And we'll get better. I mean, I hope you realize this team. And it's nice.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
We'll be eating here pretty soon. We might as well show that, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, we just see. Look at that. Thank you, Miss Connie. But anyway, let's get back to the game. So, what was your feelings about the game, and how did you feel? Because I know, did you start getting tired? And I bring this up because I know as a college coach, and I always got with my pitching coach and said, we got to figure out each guy's wall.
Yeah.
Where does he start getting tired? And with us here, we don't know you guys. I mean, we don't know. We didn't see you, and what would you say your wall is where you start getting a little tired?
Today was a little hotter, so it was probably a little earlier, probably 5th inning today.
Right.
Probably wasn't in as good a shape as I should be right now, but I'll get there.
Right, and that's what we brought up. Said that if it was 75 degrees, you could probably go 9 innings feeling good.
Been all right.
But I'm saying with this, so we're kudos to you for doing a great job and hanging in there, because I know you had some tough battles today.
Yeah,
I mean,
did.
bases loaded situation. You had all these kinds, and it could have been a lot worse. So I tip my hat to you on
Appreciate
that. So tell me about what you like about the Newton Sluggin Rebels.
We got a pretty good team this year, I think. We're going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Atmosphere is pretty good so far. Some really nice guys.
Right. Well, I'm telling you right now, you're one of the guys that we're going to build on, and don't get frustrated. I think you got a good team, and just got to play.
Yes, sir.
And like I said, the bats are going to come along. I always say it's about 2 weeks before they get used to the wood bats. Then it's going to be tough for you, of course. But for our guys, it's going to help us.
Yes, sir.
It's going to help you out with some run support. Would you like to tell anybody out there, your people that are out there watching you, do you want to say anything to them?
I just want to say thank you. Appreciate all the support and everything.
Oh, the one question I do have, who's your host family?
Host family, James and Sarah Andrews.
Okay, and that's cool. Tell us a little about them.
They're pretty cool. So they live in the west side of Wichita, and they're really nice to us. Really good host family. Yeah, they got a son, Brandon. He lives with us too. He's super cool.
Well, thank you very much for doing this because, like I said, out of all the stuff and being the GM, and I've been a head coach all these years, and all of a sudden I become GM. The toughest part is getting host families.
Yeah, I bet.
And sponsors and all that. But it's good to bring guys like you in here, and like I said, we expect you to do some great things this summer.
Yes, sir.
So, all righty. Well, thank you, and like I said, right, this guy, a great line right there. Balin White. I mean, you couldn't do any better.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
So thank you. Let's go eat. What do you think?
Yes, sir.